What's good, South Jersey? I'm Isaiah Showell, and I'm standing here in Bridgeton because across the street at the Hopeloft, a Meet the Greek ceremony and event is taking place. Yes, in Bridgeton. Not at Rowan University, not at Stockton University, or any other colleges, but here at Hopeloft, where advocacy flows through the building. And they're also teaching the people, the good people of Bridgeton and Cumberland County, about Greek life. It's definitely what's good in South Jersey this week. Fraternities and sororities made their way to Hopeloft to showcase their organizations to the city of Bridgeton. Hosting this event and leading the charge is Bridgeton's own Mr. Marquis Sulton.
Target audience, and honestly, anybody that's thinking about going to college, or honestly, anybody in the youth, because I personally believe that everybody should go to college, and there's fun into college. But a lot of kids don't get a chance and opportunities to go to college, or they're really missing out on what Greek life is about, what college is about. So I have the blessing and opportunities to reach out to some fellow organizations to come back, get back to the importance to the youth about there's fun in college, but there's also a business side to it. But if you think of college, you think of, fun times, you think of more fraternities and colleges and sororities. So I brought them out just to show a little bit what they got to offer, and then a little bit insight in mine to college.
Miss Kayana Clue of Zeta Phi Beta sorority emphasizes her reasons for joining her sorority, as well as Nishali Luna and Jaslyn Batista of Lambda Tau Omega.
I love that they represent finer womanhood. Just being able to carry yourself as a woman, know how to present yourself in public spaces, be professional, all those things, Magnum 1. I love how they represent that and just hold yourself to higher standards.
One of the first things that attracted me to my organization was the fact that it might sound like cliche, but we were mermaids. I'm a very big fan of the water. I find peace near the ocean. So that was one of the first things to attract me, especially because they're mystical creatures. Not only that, we do stand on being independent. We're a multicultural organization. That's definitely something I wanted to be a part of. And a big thing is our philanthropic focus is the welfare of children, and that's something that I wanted to be a part of, because children are the future, and honestly it's a unique focus a lot of other organizations don't have. So that's one thing that really drawed me in.
Mr. Samir Jones of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, along with Mr. Derek McCall of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, both love the idea of changing the minds of the youth who weren't even thinking of attending college.
I actually want to just make a little difference, not even just my organization, but to all the organizations and to college life in general. I didn't know anything about Greek life or college, growing up in North Jersey. So I knew that it might be the same disconnect here, you feel me? And at that point, we can just bridge the gap by showing them a piece of college life, just for them to be interested, and just going to college would just be a blessing at all. You feel me? We don't need them to be an alpha, I don't need them to be an AKA or alpha, whatever it may be. I just need you to think about the thought of college, you feel me? And then next, you can think about becoming an alpha man, but it takes a lot to be an alpha man, you know what I mean?
There's been a lot of cases where they say, hey man, what's this? What's these letters on you? I'm like, hey look, go to school, we'll figure it out. I'll tell you, it doesn't have to be this. There's a lot of other Greek organizations that you can look into, research, find the right fit for you. Oh, what I gotta do to do it? Yeah, I go to school. So then that's gonna build interest in them for going to school. Not a lot of people go to school around here. If they do, it might be a little vocational school or a 2-year college. Cool, which is still fine, but they don't have the opportunity to go to a 4-year university to actually get the whole picture of being in a Greek level organization.
Mr. Aurelio Rodriguez and Mr. Cameron Klotz of the Lambda Sigma Upsilon Fraternity, along with Miss Shirley Celilandio of the Lambda Theta Alpha Sorority, made time to represent their organizations in hopes of inspiring the youth like they were inspired to make a difference before college.
I wish for myself I had this type of role modelship when I was a kid, especially since I'm a first-gen college student, soon to be college graduate, hopefully, God willing, and being able to pave the way for not only the kids, but for example, I have my own church kids back in my home church, and they always look up to me, and when I do my hard work, I always think about them and how much of a change I put in their lives, because they always say it to me, how proud they are. And every single time when I do something, when I'm here doing community service, doing academic achievements, putting myself out there, I remind myself it's not only for me, but it's for everyone that I'm paving the way for.
Youth advocacy is one of our local philanthropies, so we actually, in Camden, we actually started a whole little league. We have a hype program, so helping youth pursue excellence. So that's actually why we came, because we was yo, he got a broken ankle, and I was busy in Philadelphia, and we was we did whatever we could to get here, because anything for the children, because at the end of the day, we use the fraternity as a vessel to kind of gain their attention, to kind of think about, oh, yo, there's an opportunity for you to be in higher learning, or just, have a plan, whatever.
Special shout out to all the Greek organizations that made time to come to Bridgeton to not only perform, but encourage the youth to come to college. In Bridgeton, I'm Isaiah Showell, and that's what's good in South Jersey.